Welcome, I'm Carlene Andresen, founder of Ladies Lemonade, where we fresh squeeze home business solutions for women. I just wanted to share my day and how it went yesterday and see if my girlfriends at ladieslemonade.com could relate at all to this. It didn't start out too good because I was a little late getting into work, about 45 minutes behind schedule. I'm applying to go back to school and found out that they have the wrong birth date, but I can't find out what birth date they have. So now I have to go through this long and lengthy and painful process to get all of that changed with an entity, which it's the federal government, with an entity that I can't even reach, touch, know what's happening, know where they're, even if they're on this planet when I talk to them. My son is having his second surgery in 4 months. The first one didn't go well. It was his first and only of his whole entire life. He didn't react well. The medications, he didn't respond well to those. So he is really not a happy camper right now. My 3 little cherubs, they came home a little grumpy. I'm applying for a $12,000 grant, and the grant is due in 4 days. I started launching and broadcasting on more social networks yesterday, and that just made me so uncomfortable. Just because it was a new thing, trying to connect all the dots, who works with what websites are coordinating with another website, making sure that those all link, how do I read those, and fitting those into my structure on a weekly, daily basis. My husband wanted to go out, and that gave me 20 minutes notice. And just my personality alone, it doesn't like breaking into the schedule. It doesn't like these drastic changes in my schedule. So I started thinking about it, and I thought, you know what? I know plenty of girlfriends of mine that blow a cork, and they do it in silence, and they suffer away, and then come out when the sun is shining again. And I thought, I'm going to share exactly what I go through. I wanted to show that what happens in a day that can throw every home businesswoman off. And it happens to all of us. So what do we do about all this mess? What do we do when the winds of change are blowing a fierce tornado sometimes? Here are 4 options you have to avoid stress in your life, in business, and at home. So important for business and to keep it on track is go back and reread your mission, vision, and value statement. Right there is the core fundamental of why you're doing what you're doing, where you want to go in that, and how you feel about it. Number 2, walk away from the situation. Don't worry about it. Don't look back. Don't organize. Don't file. Just walk away. Number 3, put down the one thing that's causing you the most stress in that particular day or that particular moment. The one thing. You have all this stack of concerns and trials and possible challenges. Put down the one thing that's causing all that problem. For me, in the situation that I related to you, it was that grant that was due in 4 days. It was just like hovering over me like a black cloud. I had to put it down and walk away, realizing when I come back, I'm going to be thinking more crisp and more clear. Number 4, you're on timeout. When I used to put my children on timeout, they weren't allowed to do anything. If they were in the middle of something, they couldn't do it. I just sit them down, and they had to either read a book or just sit there quietly until I was done. Take a timeout. That might look a little bit different. My timeout sometimes means going for a drive with my husband. Okay, now that you've done some of the things that I've just mentioned in 1 through 4, now I want to tell you what to do when you get back. Once you've decided to get back in the game, but you've got to go back in and face that once chaotic situation or that looming cloud, here are 3 strategies to use to face it. I want you to prioritize the tasks. Some of those things I can't do anything about. Some of those things aren't happening yet. Some of those things were happening like within the next hour. Number 2, evaluate. What can I live without today? Of all these things that are demanding my time, what can I live without for today? Number 3, and I'm going to share with you what really happens in my head when I'm feeling pushed up against the wall, when I'm feeling cornered in a situation, when I'm feeling like there's just way too much and I can't handle it all. These are the things that go through my head. Are you ready? One of 2 things. Carlene, you can either quit or you can move forward. Put in that context, I know exactly what I'm doing. Now, as I've shared these ideas of how to avoid stress and what to do when you come back into that situation that was once stressful, I hope that you can take those and utilize those or share some new ones with me, because I believe we're going to find that we're in that spot again at some point. Go out and squeeze everything you can out of your day. Enjoy.